Hello, dear ones, it's Hannah. So, I've been finding the energy of this fall to be rather intense, and during this intense time, I did a session trade, a BQH session trade, with another dear friend and fellow practitioner, Suzana, in Slovenia. And I wanted to share part of that with you. This section of this session was all about going from surviving to thriving, and about really like anchoring into your core essence and aligning with that, and also about how to follow your creativity and highest excitement in order to find the highest path forward. So enjoy.
We would advise against doing anything that does not feel that it is in her highest excitement to do. She does not need to do that. She fears that she will need to do that. But if she's able to follow her highest excitement, she will indeed see her life flourish. The reason she's been feeling like she's frantically searching and doesn't know in which direction to go is related to this feeling of being divorced from herself. And like we have said, when she goes inward and finds her, connects with her core essence by breathing into her high heart and finding that peace and stillness within, this will be the best way for her to allow the steps forward to unfold before her. She feels that she does not know what her highest excitement is because she has been in her head frantically searching for the next piece of the puzzle, and being in her head and which is an experience somewhat separate from being anchored into the core of who she is. There are no answers. One of her favorite quotes is, in the mind, there are no answers. In the heart, there are no questions. And this is really a function of that. So she gets excited about the things she's learning, but those are being anchored in her mind. She enjoys the feeling of the next exciting thing coming and following the breadcrumb trail of universal flow, but that in fact comes in a more truthful way if she is anchored in her heart rather than in her head.
She wanted to know how to best fulfill her purpose in practice.
So that is the very best thing she could do, is to anchor into her core essence. This will help her feel renewed, realigned, and vibrant. And there will not be doubt about what is aligned and what is not aligned from that place. So when she's presented with options, it will be more easy for her to say yes or no to following them.
So in her true essence, she knows what her purpose is.
Well, her purpose is to be here as a light and to help others, to help guide others, to help guide them in their expansion, or as you call it, awakening process. And to a facet of that is helping them embody their highest truth and their highest health. And one of the best ways she can do that is by embodying those herself. which is what much of our recommendations are pointing her towards today. And we would encourage her to let go of the fear that is separating her from the path forward. Because when she exists in that state of fear, she is not aligned with her core and not able to see, hear, or know what that path forward is. So we would encourage her once again to go within, align truly and deeply with her core essence, become very comfortable with that alignment, have that be her true north, so to speak, so that when opportunities present themselves, she knows what directions to take rather than running off on a fear pathway, which is purely a mental pathway and is fully divorced from her core essence.
Is there
Yes.
any tip for or any advice for Hannah? What exactly to do in that moment, or so that she
When
can
she's in
remind
survival
herself?
mode,
When she's in survival mode, yeah.
taking a few moments to herself where she can find quiet, and more importantly, taking deep breaths, envisioning her high heart expanding as she does this.
This is something that also others can use.
Yes, everyone can use this. For some, they find it just as easy to anchor within their physical heart. For Hannah, she finds it easier to anchor within her high heart for finding the core essence of who she is. Her physical heart is a gateway for Hannah into another realm. In this moment, she has been feeling excited by doing various creative projects, and we would encourage her to do more of those at this time. While she cannot see the path forward for how they could support her, she does not need to. That is, once again, going into the fear pathway of her mind. They simply bring her further into the light and core essence of who she is. And when she embodies this light, she is anchoring this light onto the planet in a way that's very important. And also, it makes her, in essence, into a beacon, even though her mind is trying to reason through how this doesn't make any sense in terms of calling people to her. But as she is existing in her light in that truly joyful, expanded, expansive way, it does call people and beings to her that will be important along her path. And that is all that she needs to know. She does not need to be able to logic her way through why it might or might not be reasonable for her to do that in the moment. Do it simply because she loves it, and the rest will fall into place.
So that Beyond Quantum Healing session was done online. I can do this work with anyone, anywhere in the world, and it's actually even more powerful, I find, than sometimes doing sessions in person, because my clients can stay in their homes in their own comfortable environment, set the day aside to do some really self-nourishing activities and nurture themselves afterwards, and really allow time for all of that amazing energy and information to integrate into their bodies without having to battle traffic or drive or whatnot afterwards. So it's really nice to be able to do that. Suzana and I traded these sessions from the comforts of our own homes, and that was me that was in the bubble, and Suzana was the practitioner in this case. So I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner. I'm going to list my website below. I do sessions, like I said, with people from all over the world, and if you have any interest in learning more, please reach out anytime. I would love to hear from you. All right, take care. Bye.